Good morning. Hello, friends. Welcome to this daily flow 10-minute mornings practice. My name is James. I've changed my configuration a little bit today. Let's see how this feels. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me facing this way or that way more. Our focus this week is on finding some still grounding yet slightly more energizing practices. And today's focus is a lot around posture. So coming to stand at the top of your mat, take your feet, a little wider than your hips, and bring your hands onto your knees, starting with a little bit of standing cats and cows. Wrap your shoulder blades back and really think about lengthening your back body. So instead of just sending your heart forward, think about pulling your tailbone back and then scoop it up, and then wrap your shoulder blades under, go forward and then up. Get long in your spine. Inhale, and then exhale, really exaggerate the rounding, wrap everything together, wrap that tailbone under. Feel the firmness of your feet. Again, inhale, open the heart and lengthen the spine. Exhale, round deeply. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Come up to stand. Step your feet together. Float your hands overhead. And then as you wrap your shoulder blades under, wrap your elbows under, try to energize through the fingertips and trace a line from your feet up through those fingertips. So you can't see them necessarily in this frame right now, but I'm really trying to think about all 5 fingers going straight up and then pulling the biceps in towards the ears. Send the biceps a little further back, find a little bit of a back bend, send your hips forward. Open up the heart. Think about that cow pose. And now let's wrap the arms in, kind of like cat. Separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, open. Exhale, slight round. Now, can you find a place that is directly between those 2 spots? So I'm not pulling back, I'm not pulling forward. I'm thinking about the low ribs lifting up. Shoulders can come up a little bit, that's okay, but I'm not pressing them up. All the lift happens from the floor up through the waist. Inhale. Exhale, big fold forward. That'll feel nice on the shoulders. Find a long spine, bring your hands to your shins. Bow deeply, pull your heart further forward, forward, forward as you fold. Reverse your swan dive, roots to rise. Pull your hands to heart center. Do that again. Inhale, float up. Focus on lengthening, lifting from the side of your body, and then fold forward like a swan dive. Find a flat back. This time, step your left foot way back, and then come to a warrior 1. So find your long stride first, spiral that left heel down, and then come up. Really think about that thing that we just did standing, that lifting the low ribs up and away, and then spiral your chest a little more towards the front of your mat. Energize those fingertips. And as always, what are your feet doing? Outer edge of the left foot, 4 corners of the right one. Shoulders are relaxed, but the waist is lifted. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Feel that right thigh wrap under. Feel a little stretch in the right inner thigh. Flip the right palm, reach it up and back. Peaceful warrior. Left fingertips light on the left leg. Bend the right knee more. Open up those right ribs. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right hand to the outside of the right foot or to a block. If that feels like it's too much, you can bring your right hand on, or right elbow onto your right thigh. Energize those left fingertips forward. Make a long, strong line from the left ankle to the left wrist, to the left middle finger. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the left hand down. Spiral the right arm up. I lifted my left heel when I did that. Take a breath. And then sweep the right arm forward. Walk yourself to a wide-legged forward fold, facing the long edge of your mat. Hands under your face, long spine. Pause here. Ground in the outer edges of your feet. Lift the arches of your feet. Use your hands to pull your heart forward, and then bow a little more deeply. Think about going forward and down, not just flopping over. Do that again. Undulate your spine. Inhale forward. Exhale, bow a little more deeply. Inhale, lengthen the waist. Exhale, melt further down. Find your flat back once more. Hands to the waist. Rise up with a long spine. Inhale. Exhale back to that warrior two. Inhale to a warrior one. Heart faces forward, waist is long. I'm not worried about the back bend of this shape, which is a part of it, but today we're focused more on stacking tall. Now start to shift forward, 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 warrior three. Press down in the ball mound of the left foot. Energize through, or the right foot, apologies. Down to the ball mound of the right foot. Press down, lengthen, inhale, and then come to stand, mountain pose. Hands can come to heart or to the side. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, bow. Find your long spine. Step the right foot back. Find your long stride, and then spiral that right heel down. Come up to your warrior one. Heart is square. Everything starts with the mat, so energize those feet, and then feel the lifting up of the waist as you square the heart. It took me a long time to understand what people meant when they said knitting the low ribs together. That's something that's not natural to me. I tend to want to jut that out. I think most of us do. But for me, if I think about what's happening in the middle, the low ribs in my back body, the middle of my back, and I think about leaning that back and doing that thing of lifting the waist, it becomes a little bit easier. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Feel that wrapping under the left thigh, flip the left palm, reach up and back, open up the left waist. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the left hand down to the pinky side of the right foot, extended side angle pose. Keep wrapping that left hip under. Energize through the fingertips, all the way from the right heel. Inhale. Exhale, take your twist, bring the right hand down, float the left arm up. I have peeled the right heel up off the floor, and I'm using the right hand on the mat to drag my heart more towards the ceiling. Inhaling. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Walk yourself along the long edge of your mat. We'll do our little undulations. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull the heart forward as you bow. Inhale, undulate forward. Exhale, heart goes further forward, just really articulating the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Find your flat back. Hands to the waist. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. How you doing? Warrior one. I'm putting my attention now on the ball mound of my left foot. I'm grounding down. I'm lifting up from the low ribs. And then I start to shift forward, look forward, energize that left foot, press down, 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 and then the up happens. Take your breath. And if the up doesn't happen, you're also okay. Mountain pose. Hands to the sides. Let's do that flowy one time. Get long, feel your full height, take up space. It's okay to do that. It's good to do that. Inhale, floats the arms. Exhale, bow. Long spine, left foot back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle pose. Left hand down, right arm up, low revolve lunge. Wide-legged forward fold. Long spine. Bow deeply. Rise up. Warrior two. Warrior one. Warrior three. When we start to flow, it's less about finding those micro adjustments, mountain pose, and more about just feeling our breath and our bodies moving together. Inhale, floats the arms. Exhale, bow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps way back. Spiral that right heel down, float the arms. Warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle pose. Spiral that right hand down, float the left arm up. Low revolved lunge. Wide-legged forward fold. Long spine. Bow deeply. Hands to waist, rise up, float the arm. Warrior two. Warrior one. Warrior three. Energize down. Mountain pose. Pause. Breathe. As you see your day unfolding before you, decide now, how will you arrive in those spaces in which you find yourself? How will you treat others? How will you treat yourself? The light that is in me bows to, honors, and is extraordinarily grateful for the light that is in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for spending some part of it with me whenever you find yourself here. If you don't mind, take a moment, follow, like, hit the bell icon, do all of those things. And of course, leave a comment. I really would like to know if you like this configuration better. I don't know why it never occurred to me before, but I've only been doing this for about 6 months. And don't be afraid to stand a little taller today. Lengthen, take up space. You've earned it.